you say, yeah. We gonna do it from the beginning. I got it. All right. So anyway, back to the show. Episode 2. I gotta plug them joints. Mr. Galloway on SoundCloud.
So we here for
Disposable Entertainment. 1, 2, 3. It's 4 on the way. I agree wholeheartedly because I was subject to that. I mean, I remember going to school and they would say, "Oh, look at your sneakers" and stuff like that. And I felt like I had to have the latest whatever. I feel like he's one of the best to ever. He's probably the best to ever do it. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine.
Let's start the show.
What's up, world? We're live from B-More, home of the Wire, right?
Yes.
Right, Ferris?
Yeah, it is. Damn right.
Yeah. OTR Mike, man, it's an honor and a pleasure.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes. And the man that needs no introduction, the executive producer of Electric Relaxation, the man, the legend, the myth. What's up, Hendo?
Chilling. How y'all fellas doing? Y'all good?
Doing good, man.
Sitting here. Listen, I'm just sitting here chilling with the 12s. Like the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks got the number 12s up in Seattle. I'm sitting here chilling with my number 12.
Uh-oh. Well,
what coach at?
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Hendo. Oh, my bad.
No, I was gonna say, man, him being at 12 proves one thing. You understand influence. If you can't rap, you ain't gonna be that high. That's what him being at number 12 indicates, right? Me, I'm gonna be real with you. I like rap music. Mm-hmm. I'm a novice. Do I know what truly is a good rapper? Mm-hmm. I may not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I may not do. That's why I defer to the experts, Dre, Hendo, and Mike. But and if that's like, because we, y'all said here are the criteria: flow, versatility, and influence. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can all agree. Brother has a lot of influence, tremendous amount. So what was he lacking in the other two categories is what needs to be said. Is he extremely versatile? He had some versatile in him. It's flow. That I think that may be the thing he lacks if he's at number 12.
Yeah. Shout out to B and shout out to who's that?
Jose.
Nima. Jose. What's happening? Much love to y'all. Jeezy.
Naima.
Man. Gina. What's up? Man, oh man, I got my moms in the house.
Big Rage.
Day, what's happening?
Miss Galloway.
Ain't that something? So I gotta keep it clean now.
We gotta keep it first.
Hey, I got you.
First.
I got you. I got you.
Man, oh man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Rodney, what's happening, my guy? What's up? As y'all know, we live, man. We live from B-More.
Jeezy.
What's happening, bro? What's happening? What's happening, Rodney?
You can't say that because I was the other fault because I forgot my list.
First of all, Ferris is 20 something going on 70.
Right, yeah,
you can't say he has that young influence in him. He got them old man vibes. So
I'm 75 years old.
Facts.
I'm 75.
Facts. That's what I am. All right, Dre, you want to get this thing started?
Absolutely. For all y'all that don't know, this show is called Electric Relaxation, right? And with my host Hendo. And we have a top 30 list. If you guys haven't seen it yet, take a look. 30 through 20. Take a look, check it out. Tonight, we're going to talk about 10 through 1. And I'm excited about this because when we first started, man, 30 to 20 was a little shaky.
A little shaky.
Yeah.
It's a lot shaky.
Yeah. 19, 11? Got a little better. I'm still mad about Lauryn Hill. If you guys don't follow me on IG, I posted Lauryn Hill all week. Literally. I know I got people upset and sick of Lauryn Hill. But how could she not be in the top 10? Do y'all agree? I think she's top 10 worthy.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But we must all and I understand this, but the criteria that was given flow, versatility, and influence. Mm-hmm. She has two of the most popular albums of all time. Okay. And the score, it's the score. No offense to the other two. Mm-hmm. They didn't do much besides she carried that album. And then she went in her solo, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Okay. I still play that record. To this day. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love Doo-Wop That Thing. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of To Zion, the song to her son. Mm-hmm. I'm also a big fan of Can't Take My Eyes Off You, her version. That entire album is great top to bottom. But then she stopped. 2 albums. Does her influence carry? Her influence does carry. She has great flow and great versatility.
Right.
But are we talking, more than she has 2 bodies of work we can look at? Well, 3 technically, because the first Fugees album that no one really talks about. I don't know why. It's apparently people don't like it. But the score and Miseducation. She has 2 albums. Do we drop her down because there's other rappers who have 3 to 4 albums that people really talk about? She has 2. So are we doing longevity or peak? That's the question I want to ask y'all.
Longevity doesn't matter. We Gail seriously.
All right,
it doesn't matter because listen, I mean, I understand what you said because I think when we said something before about this, Rodney said, as far as rap goes, she had like 4 songs rapping. Mm-hmm. But if you look at her influence, she's Drake's mother. Without Lauryn Hill, we don't have Drake.
Facts. I echo that sentiment.
So now I'm sitting here on the fence like, maybe if we didn't have her, I wouldn't have to listen to Drake. But here we are. Here we are.
But she raps on it though, Rodney. Like it's mostly a rap album. There's raps on there.
It is, but it's hip hop, and hip hop isn't all just rap.
Yeah.
But this is a list of greatest rappers of all time. But I think if she actually put her,
but when she does rap,
right? I think she put her all into just rapping. Mm-hmm. She body a lot of these dudes out here.
I agree.
It goes into the versatility aspect,
especially Tupac.
Yeah, the versatility aspect. She could sing it, and then she could rap it on the same song.
Yeah. Man, shout out to Big Red. Shout out to my cousin Robert. Much love, much love. We got a special guest, y'all.
Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi to everyone? This is my granddaughter, Dream, with a face full of Oreo cookies.
How you doing, Dream?
Hi.
Okay, goodbye.
All right, y'all, without further ado, live from Baltimore, let's start this list, Hendo.
Do you want to start with the list or do you want to start with your surprise?
You know what? This is the perfect time for the surprise. So before you drop it, Hendo,
okay.
Hendo and I were talking about the list and everything and going live. We thought it was a brilliant idea to go live. So I asked Hendo to set me up with some inspirational thoughts. And I was so inspired by these thoughts that we did a collaboration. So y'all check it out. Y'all like to hear it? Here we go.
So shit. You ready?
Sure. What's happening, bro? Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, yo, Dre. They think that we can't do it. They think that we're too old to get it done. They said that it was over for us, but guess what? It's not. I know that we've been marginalized, manhandled, mistreated, murdered, and left for dead. But unbeknownst to them, this is the second half of our lives. This is our awakening. This is our resurrection, because it is our time, and our time is now. I got you, Hendo. Yo, Dane, turn me up, bro. Let's go. I run across your mind like a barber with a line. In the type of trip like launch you in the trying. I'ma keep you watching like you're running out of time. Running down my Facebook like a brother crime. I ain't gonna stop like I never saw the sign. Till I get paid a half a ticket for a rhyme. Till I get booked like a brother did a crime. Steady dropping clips like I'm empty in a nine. Finna running back like bones in the spine. I approach the temple like I'm visiting the shrine. Licking the soul, brother, mother in his prime. Nothing but the truth, those other fellas learn. In and out the booth, man, I ain't even trying. Gotta peeping me like motherfuckers mine. Yo. Because we're number one.
Yeah. Thank you. That's now on Mr. Galloway on I'm forgetting my thoughts.
SoundCloud?
It was too hot.
Mr. Galloway on SoundCloud.
It was too much fire that you forgot your thoughts.
You had to cool that. You had to cool down a little bit.
I had to cool down. And
Salute
you know
out, man.
Thank you. It's never too late, man. And I want to take time out, man, and applaud my bro Hendo. Man, without him, I wouldn't even be here. You know what I mean? I want to thank Mike. I want to thank Ferris for showing me love and support me on my journey. I greatly appreciate it. But you know, now with no further ado.
By the way, Baltimore to ATL out everywhere. You stream.
Shout out Baltimore to ATL on all platforms. Video out now. Check me out. If you're skeptical, look at me on IG. I use IG as my commercial. So check me out on IG. Check out my material on IG. And if you like what you hear, you like what you see, then check me out. SoundCloud, you know, Baltimore to ATL, EP out now, everywhere. Amazon, Apple, Tidal. Shout out the whole. All right, Hendo, I'm ready.
And that real quick, that goes to what we talked about earlier, Hendo. Like, man, listen, everybody that's in here, we talked about it on the show earlier. Before you judge, before you get skeptical, like Mr. Galloway said, just think about how much hard work he put into this stuff, his work, and just give it a shot, give it a listen. Even if you cut it on and let it play while you cleaning up, or you even walk away, just let it play. Just check it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talked about earlier.
That was a bar, Mike.
Love it. Thank you.
That was a bar.
Bro. Yes. I might have to use that. I give you writing credits for it. Man, all right.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what we did was we did a countdown of the top 30 greatest MCs of all time, voted on by the people. We sent out notices on all social media platforms, asked everyone to give their vote for their top 30. Now, what happened is there were some people, I'm not going to say whose people, not my people, but somebody's people gave partial lists. So they didn't give all 30 rappers. So what we did was everybody that did not get a vote on a list, we just automatically gave them a 31. So everybody, if you got 6 votes, 6 out of the 23 votes, you got 17 31s. And then we averaged out the best number to find out who the top 30 greatest MCs were. We've done 30 through 11. And that list has been highly debated. Hopefully this list comes in and you'll think, hey, this might be one that's a little bit better. It's more palatable to me. I feel like aside from maybe one MC who shouldn't be in the top 10.
Oh, here you go. I know who you're talking about. And shame on you.
Oh, your man might not even be in it. Oh, yeah, you saw the list. Never mind. So without further ado.
That's why I said shame on you, because I know who you're talking about. Shout out to Keish, my sister here.
What's up, Keisha? Long time no see. All right, so coming in at number 10 on our list of 30 greatest MCs is Redman with an average vote of 16.9. No one wants commentary.
Well, I quite enjoyed his Muddy Waters album. Not gonna lie, but it's probably the young person in me. I know him more through his collaborations with Method Man and Blackout. Mm-hmm. You know, when I mean the Muddy Waters album, I mean the album. That's what I meant. I apologize. Mm-hmm. I need to be more specific. I can't really say much because I never really listened to him. I never really listened to the guy as well, and the Muddy Waters. Like, I've only listened to a couple of tracks from those two albums. I loved his flow on the Rottweiler. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't
on
really
the what
say
on the what?
The Rottweiler.
Okay.
What? It's a Rottweiler, bro.
Right. That's not what you said the first time, but okay.
That's what I said the first time. You know what, Hendo? I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to be collaborative, trying to keep my, you know what, you just you know what, I hate you sometimes.
You know, I'm gonna jump in on this.
Yeah, I don't like your energy, Hendo.
I'm giving off 12 times the energy that everybody else is giving. 12 times.
All right, okay, all right, fine. You want the energy? I'll give you the energy. I have no idea. I don't really listen to Redman, so I can't really say if he was good or not. Okay, there it is.
That's
I don't listen to the brother. I don't listen to him at all. I know him as the guy from How High. I'm gonna be real. That's how I know him as.
That's the guy.
He is Silas. No, that's Method Man. I apologize. Who the hell is his name in How High? Jamal. He's Jamal from How High. That's who he is to me. I apologize. He's the homie who smoked the homie's ashes. That's how I know him. I don't listen to Redman. I don't listen to him. My bad. You want the energy? I gave you the energy.
First we know. No. I didn't ask you for the energy first. I just said I'm at 12 times the energy. You know, my energy's coming in at number 12.
Okay. Now I'm at 15.
No. My energy's coming in at 12. 12 is a good number for me. It's my new favorite number.
Coach ain't even hit it. Hey, am I delayed?
Now you good.
No, you good.
All right. It sounds like I'm delayed on my end. Yeah, I mean top 10. Yeah, right. But I like Redman. Redman is based on the criteria, like he might have lacked and then this is still iffy to say too. I was going to say he might have lacked top 10 influence, but on the younger generation, like Ferris said, from I think his influence on the younger generation, like Ferris, was more so the what can I say? The stick of Redman, like always high, I'm on it, and that's what he did. But like he made another living off of that side of him. I think that was more of his influence. So I don't know if I want to down his influence per se, but he's a spitter. Redman, if you put you could put his bars up against pretty much anybody, right? So, but top 10 might be a little high for me, but I'm not mad at it. I'll say that.
I second that. Shout out to Yolanda B, Brent, appreciate y'all. Shannon, much love. I agree. Top 10? No, I'm not. No, I don't think he's top 10, but he's definitely top 30. And I echo everything Mike said. I concur. I concur.
He does have flow. That's fact.
He does have flow.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
It's the influence part. It's the influence part. Because I remember once someone said this. Correct me if I'm wrong. He said, if Eminem was black, he's Redman. That's what someone once told me. I didn't know what it meant. I don't, because in my hip hop knowledge is very sparse. But it's the influence that really gets this the rappers. Like there are a lot of rappers throughout history who kind of get forgotten and their influence doesn't translate. And if it does translate, it translates to the hardcore fan, like a Hendo, Mr. Galloway. It doesn't go to the fan that listens to rap music but isn't like deep. Like there's another guy like MF Doom, right? Like him. Mm-hmm. I know him. Right. You know him. Right. Everyone, all of us know him, but my brother don't know him. Right. You know what I mean? He likes rap music.
Right.
But he's not saying, "Hey man, put on that MF Doom, brother." Like no. Like that's what I mean. No one's like put that Redman on.
What's going on, Clyde?
That's the influence part of the criteria is where it really you start thinking like, are they influential to you or are they influential to everybody? Because there's a difference between you and everybody.
I mean, listen, as far as
Fife is very influential to me.
Okay, as far as his influence goes, I think that the older generation it'll pop more with us because he's like the guy. He's like that class clown that you joke about and like, oh, you dummy, you dummy, you dummy. But behind the scenes, you don't know he getting straight A's, and he just comes across like that lackadaisical MC. But Red Man got bars. When he wants to, he's got bars, and I think he endeared himself to us, to our generation, when he did that MTV Cribs.
Yes. Oh, I remember that.
And dudes was like, "Oh, that's how you living? Oh, you're a regular dude like me.
Right.
I rocks with you even more." But top 10, I can't. And like I said, there's a dude in the top 10 I don't think should have been here, and he was the one.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh, your boy shouldn't be on the list at all, but I'm not gonna get into that. I don't even want to
find out who's Mr. Galloway's boy. I want to find it.
He's coming up next. He's coming up next.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
So coming in at number 9.
Who is it? Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Misterr, we have with 14, with an average of 14.9 votes, we have Mr. Khalees.
Wow.
Man, Hendo, you gotta put some respect on my man name.
I called him Misterr.
Disrespectful.
Oh man.
Straight disrespect.
How's it I called the man Misterr.
Who gonna go first on this one?
You want to, Mike?
This is way too low for him. This brother should be no further than top 3. No further than top 3. Nas, let me tell you. So, Hove is probably my favorite rapper of all time, right?
Okay.
But at one point in time, Nas was, right? When the beef happened, I kind of and then when Nas kind of disappeared for a little bit, he kind of slid for me, and then Hove moved into the top 5 spot. But Nas should be no lower than top 3, in my opinion. On my list, he would be somewhere in between 1 and 3. You talk about lyrics, don't get no better. You talking about influence, he's in the top. He's one of the top most influential rappers. Just like flow, come on, like storytelling. All of the above. He checks every box across the board. What Nas probably lacked, where he didn't stand out to the casual fan, he kind of, he dabbled in it slightly, but he never really got into the shiny suit phase, right?
Nope.
The stuff that everybody wanted to see. He never really got into that phase. So a lot of the casual fans never resonated with Nas on that. But to me, I put him up against anybody, and I feel like he'll hold his own in that regard.
Illmatic.
Illmatic, one of the greatest albums ever. But it's not even it's not even my favorite album.
Right. It's the greatest debut album of all time.
Mike, I'm just checking the list to see where you ranked him.
So
and you ranked him at number. Oh, you didn't. Could have been a little higher, huh?
I apologize, but that that's not an easy task right there. When you said that text, my head smart. You can look back at my text. I was like, sheesh, like that's tough. That's a tough thing to rank a top 30 for me. And so that's my fault. I apologize. But
you good. But I got a question. I have a question.
Nas got to be in the top. He got to be top 3.
Okay, I got you. So I have a question for first. First, in your opinion, is it Black Girl Lost or Shorty Owe You for Ice?
Oh Lord.
Because I've been real all my life. Dudes confused it with conceit. But I will not lose. But even in defeat, there's a valuable lesson learned. So it evens it up for me. I'm gonna leave it right there. You want to answer that question? Is it Black Girl Lost or Shorty Owe You for Ice?
Be real with you. I'm not very good with lyrics. All right. So I have no idea what you just said.
No, I'm just asking, I'm trying to figure out Nas. Is he Black Girl Lost, conscious guy, or is it Shorty Owe You for Ice dancing around? And to Mike's point, that kind of was his shiny phase. That kind of was his shot.
Well, duality of it's the duality of man, Hendo. Are we not allowed to have multiple layers of ourselves? That's what rappers are supposed to do, right? Evolution. He had one part in like.
Oh no, listen.
Pac did the same thing.
Exactly.
Brenda's got a baby.
You see that number? That's reflective of that number.
Versatility, though.
No, it's not versatility. It's a.
I mean, he made a song for the strip clubs. That's perfectly fine. But then he also made a song for you to think. Duality of man. And then sometimes he made you think in the strip club. Something you don't want to do. But sometimes it happened.
Mike, get your man, Mike.
No, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, dog. You're not gonna get me. No. Illmatic is one of the greatest. What?
You ever been to a strip club?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. But you want to tell everybody what they need to do in the strip club.
No, I didn't say I'm not telling people what to do. I'm just saying sometimes that happens.
But that's my point. Like when he dabbled in that shiny suit,
I'm trying to keep it clean,
kind of phase, he failed at it, right? And so that it knocks him a little bit, but it's. I mean, I'm cool with that. He lacked it. He missed out on a little bit of an influence on, like I said, the casual fan. But
Illmatic ain't got no skips. Some of these rappers, they got albums with skips. Ill don't got no skips.
To me, his first three don't got no skips.
Yeah, Mike, you a big fan of It's Written, right?
But I Am is probably. I think I Am is probably his most slept on album, right? Yes. Obviously, Illmatic is Illmatic. It Was Written though is classic too,
right?
In my book,
right. Yeah.
But I Am doesn't get as much love as it should. But I feel like those first three shouldn't get no.
Hate Me Now.
Listen.
Oh yes, yes.
Listen, hey, Jared.
That man was so controversial. People were like, that music video, wow. It was Jesus.
Jared, listen, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but unlike a lot of Dre's people, I put Nas on my list. Unlike a lot of people, so y'all can say hating and whatever you want. I put the man on the list because I feel like he deserved to be in the top 30. I personally just don't like him.
It's a matter of taste.
Okay, Brandon, you got me. I do like that one though. I do like that one. Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi Bang Bang.
By the way, his album album with Damian Gong Marley, Distant Relatives.
That was a dope album. Very dope album. Very slept on.
Yeah.
I agree with everybody but Hendo. And he's relevant to this very day, making songs with Hit Boy. Actually, I'm gonna go on a limb and say he's the only rapper in that 50 range that's out. And he's relevant.
He's relevant because he's a cautionary
Name another
tale.
one right now.
He's a cautionary tale.
Oh, here you go.
Cautionary about what? What are we cautionary in?
Which milkshakes you drink. Because you don't want all them milkshakes to keep the boys in the yard. Because they take your money.
Here we go.
First is lost. He's like, what the hell are you talking about?
No, I know what you're talking about. I quite enjoy that song. I don't know how to respond to
that. All right, anybody got anything else to say about this dude?
Hendo, why don't you like him?
Mike, you don't be around. I told people before, I have no valid reason. It's just certain people I can't stand. Can't stand
Usher.
Nas. I can't stand Usher.
I understand.
Cannot stand. And I have no reason or explanation why I don't like him.
It's not him as a rapper. It's him as like personality.
No, I don't even dislike him as a person. It's some people I don't vibe with. I mean, some of his raps.
All right.
Him
and Genuine be rocking though. I give him that.
Well, I think Hendo is lying on this. Hendo is a loyalist, right? So I think when the Hove and the Nas thing happened, that's where the line in the sand was.
Well, explain
when Nas put him in a body bag.
Well, then explain
the ether. I think that's what did it for me. And I love everybody that know me, like Mike.
That's right, Brandon. Nas had something. This is something that's gonna come out in years and be like, yeah, I knew it. But you can't say that I'm a loyalist because I like Tupac and I'm the biggest Biggie fan out there. I like Tupac, even though I clown and all that stuff. I like Tupac and I like his music. So you can't say that. It's just something about him.
Yeah. Also, too, like there are albums in certain age groups for a rapper. Like there's the young version, and there's the in the middle. Then there's his Life is Good album when he is a little older. That album's pretty good. Cherry Wine, The Don. I'm a big fan of that album.
Yeah.
You talking about Jermaine Stewart?
No, Life is Good by Nas.
You talking about Cherry Wine?
There's a song called Cherry Wine with Amy Winehouse.
I thought you were talking about We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you thought Jermaine Stewart. My bad. But I do. Sorry. You know what? I give him credit. That one, I know I can. I give him credit for that one. That was positive, uplifting. But then we go to Shorty Oh You for Ice. We keep going back. Like, all right, let's move on to this next one.
Duality, Hendo.
Duality. This next guy on the list. He has duality because he's entertained in the rap world. He's entertained in the entertainment world. He's even entertained children. So, y'all got any guesses who it might be?
It's Snoop.
No, if you watched the other episodes, you know it wasn't Snoop. It's going to be Ice Cube.
Oh.
Snoop has already been on the list, sir.
Yeah, where was Snoop? Did I miss that?
Yeah, he was around something. You gotta watch it and find out where he
I'll
was.
Watch it again. Because I remember watching it.
No, you have to watch it. Period.
No, I'll watch it again. I did watch it. Trust me, I watched this. I made time. I was like, I gotta watch this, man, because Dre's my man. I gotta watch this.
Appreciate you,
Mr. Galloway said, "First, don't come on here yelling at his co-host." That's what Dre said.
You said that, Dre? My bad.
Yeah. We put it in the private chat. Don't do that.
I didn't yell at you.
Anybody want to go first with this before I dive in?
I'm sorry, sir. You're the host. You're supposed to designate who goes.
You can go. Yeah, Dre. Dre, I want to hear your opinion on Ice Cube, man.
Man, you know what? I love Ice Cube and all he did for NWA. But top 10, no, I don't think he's that guy. Top 30 for sure. Like you said, influential. He got bars, and he's relevant, but not top 10 relevant to me.
So who you taking out? Who you putting in his place in the top 10, other than Lauryn Hill?
Well, I don't want to say that because that'll get a top 10 away. But
who are you putting in his place? It's not giving the top 10 away.
Little Wayne. I will put Little Wayne in his place.
Okay.
I will put Lil Wayne. J. Cole.
Okay.
Cole. Nice.
Yeah. Maybe J. Cole over Wayne.
I would do that. I'd definitely do that.
Yeah. But J. Cole was top 10 worthy. For all that didn't see the other episodes, please check them out. Check them out, comment, and let us know how you feel about the other list. So what's your thoughts, guys? First, what's your thoughts on Ice Cube?
Amen. West Coast, Best Coast, all day, every day. You know what it is. Let me tell you why. All right. We got versatility on this side. We got G-Funk, and we got gangster rap. And we got also just like a smattering of people. And we got some influence with the boom bap. But him right here, Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, Lethal Injection, Death Certificate, Kill at Will. Mm-hmm. He just broke up from the most popular group in the world. Most hated, most popular. FBI is watching you, cops are watching you, and you gotta set yourself apart. And he did, man. His pen was lethal. Hits upon hits upon hits. I can sit here and just rattle them off. I can just rattle it off. Check yourself. No Vaseline. This is how we do. It's a good day. Like we can do this. We can do it. But then here it is. When he stopped rapping, people forgot his flow. They knew him as, Ice Cube, the actor guy from Are We There Yet? That's what they know him as. I know him as the guy who made Black Korea, who had an entire race of people not liking him. I know that guy. That's who I know. And he made Black Korea, and corresponding with a young black man was killed in LA by a Korean shop owner, and there was a little racial tension between the groups. And that, and the feds were like, that's not they were like, hey man, you're not helping. And he's like, I'm highlighting. I'm not here to help you. I'm highlighting what's going on around here. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, I'm gonna stay quiet. But seeing these people, seeing my neighborhood, my people, just being slaughtered and shot like dogs. Like we human beings around here, man. And that's what he did. And he gave you an intimate look of what it is on a daily basis when a black man walks out the house. When he walks out the house, rich or poor, when he walks out the house. Today I'm gonna die.
You know what, Ferris?
Today I'm gonna kill. Like if I have to kill, like to survive to kill somebody, what's today gonna bring me? You know?
That's a powerful
You said
I mean, I'm speechless on that one.
You're
absolutely right.
He gave me a snapshot.
Absolutely right.
Gave me a snapshot. And then sometimes he said, you know what? Sometimes it is a good day in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there is a good day. Sometimes you wake up, you walk out, you shoot some hoops. You know, breakfast with no hog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your girl calls you up. You have a good time with her. No fighting, no arguing. And then you leave, you go back home and you sleep. Sometimes that is. He didn't just show you, you know, in the neighborhood, it's all destruction and despair all the time. No, some days you got some weeks there's a good day. Like Lily, today was a good day. That happens on occasion. But storytelling, because growing up, you know, coming to America, how did I learn about the world? You learn by reading books and entertainment.
Samuel Jackson.
And you know, Samuel Jackson.
That's where you get your mouth from.
Me? What did I say?
No, I'm just saying, not today, just in general. It seems like you just watch all Samuel Jackson movies. And that's when you learn your English.
It's on occasion. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's one word that he likes that I also use as well, but I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm keeping it clean here, man. But that's why I said, like, I learned by you know, entertainment, listening to music, watching movies, and songwriters. You know, it's true. Sorry. Yeah, it's probably
excellent, Ferris. Excellent.
No, that's what I'm saying. You know, and he taught me things, man. He taught me things. There are rappers who rap, and they're not trying to teach you things, but they're just highlighting stuff, and you learn. And he taught me. And I learned from him. So KRS-One, you know, I learned.
So to surmise, you're just saying he has an influence outside of music.
As well, no music. I'm talking about music.
No,
Me personally, his music taught me a lot. And I think his music, if people actually paid attention and went back and listened to his music, people stopped listening to his old music because they're just like, oh, I'm just going to watch Ride Along 2 again. And I think it provides him a disservice.
Yes.
I think it provides him a disservice.
Listen, just a disclaimer. Listen, I know Ferris said a bunch of West Coast stuff early on, but he identifies as an East Coastian. What's up, little Mike?
Hey,
Mike.
Now there was a special guest.
What's up, man?
Hey.
He like,
how you doing?
He like, I
know them. Who them? Pop? Who these people?
I know these fools.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for you, Dre, listen, we've talked about this before. Top 10, I ain't mad at it.
Right.
Because once again, he wrote most of the tracks for NWA. And we see once he left the group, how they fell off.
True.
Now, they had a couple hits, but lyrically, it wasn't nothing. All of Ice Cube's albums hit.
Right.
He took his stuff from West Coast style to the East Coast, and he was still banging. Then went back to the West Coast, killed it again. Mm-hmm. So as far as top 10 goes all time, if somebody put him in the top 10, I'm not mad at it because he's an extremely talented person. And like Ferris just said, his influence and that music is influential outside of music. But then on top of that, he gave us a child that's out here killing the movie game right now. That's even more influence. Because this son is in everything.
Yes, he is.
Also, too, when you say gangster rap, he's the first name that pop up.
DJ Quick is the first name to me that pops up.
For me, the first person to pop up is G-Rap. If we talking gangster rap, but then I guess
we're going East Coast. Yeah, we're going West Coast. I'm going DJ Quick, but East Coast, cool.
Not Ice-T.
No. Your man even said it. I was the first dude that was banging on wax. Like he tells you.
Mm-hmm.
Quick was a young kid doing gangster rap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, your boy Ice-T wanted to do rock rap.
This is true.
I'm with you, Hendo. Like I'm not mad at him top 10 maybe right at 10, but I'm with you. Like if you rate NWA as one of the most influential groups, one of the better rap groups, one of the best rap groups of all time, that if they make that list for you, you gotta pinpoint Cube, because that pen was sick. He was writing all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And today was a good day. It's probably one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time, in my opinion. So I'm not mad at
I'm not mad at this. I am not mad. No. Amen. I'm not mad.
But I feel what
hater.
you're saying too, Mr. Galloway. Like I can see people who have them just outside, but if you meet that criteria, like I said, with if NWA sits high on your list and anything, then you gotta give Cube a lot of that credit. And those dudes, Dre, don't take that from Dre,
right.
but that pen, that and
man.
he went on to write a lot, not just for the group, but for them dudes when they broke up. You know what I'm saying? So his pen is sick. So,
him and DOC. Him and DOC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Him and DOC.
So I ain't mad.
Him an underrated Ice Cube song. You know how we do it.
Indeed.
You know how we do it.
All right, coming in at number 7. I saw some people, they had something to say about this, but I mean, I think he slept on, because I slept on him for years. Like, I didn't see the appeal in the beginning because, I had that East Coast bias back then. And then I sat down and listened to him and his boy, and I was like, oh, that's what
Sorry.
Who? That's what the fuss is about. And when it comes lyrically,
oh, Dre.
There's number 7. 3 stacks. 3 stacks.
Yes. Absolutely tremendous. I have no words, even though I'm giving you words to describe how great this man is. I literally was listening to
listening? What's listening?
Listening to I don't know how to say the word. It's equimini? Equimini. Yeah, man. Spada Tita Delicious. That's what the song says. Hey, man, I'm bad with words, man. That song, man, flow. Yeah. This man can flow. And sometimes when he was on when you a feature, when you add him on a feature, man, you better pray to God your bars was nice.
I agree.
You better pray to God, because 3 stacks, man. Like, no fan. I'm a big fan of Big Boy. I think Outkast is one of the greatest groups of all time. Not because Stacks is great, because Big Boy is also pretty good.
Yes,
sometimes there's always somebody who's lacking. Like the Fugees. You had the great one, and then you had the other two.
Right.
With them, Dre just great, but Big Boy, he was nice too. Just Dre was just a little bit better, man.
It was a couple people that was like, Big Boy was better than Dre.
Wow, who said that?
I ain't mentioning no names, but it was a couple people that was like, yo, because I feel like he's better.
I have heard that, but I generally think it's because Big Boy got more albums and more catalog compared to 3 stacks, because 3 stacks didn't. So I've never really heard about a solo album. You know what I mean?
But listen, like that. Catalog doesn't mean a thing, because there's a rapper out there that had a few albums. He passed away and then had many albums come out after he's been deceased, rest in peace, but he still came in at number 12. So catalog really doesn't mean anything. It's about the work that you did. And we talk about Gail Sayers, we talk about Terrell Davis. They didn't play that long, but they still in the Hall of Fame. So it's about the body of work that you did, not about the number that you put up. It's about the quality. So I don't think that because he did more, that would give Big Boy the edge. But
I don't agree with it. I think 3 stacks is better, personally, in my opinion.
I would agree with that as well.
Yeah, man. And Outkast they don't got a bad album in the bunch. Well, maybe.
I love Outkast, man.
Love Outkast.
I feel like 3 stacks is like E.F. Hutton. Anytime he drops something, the world listens. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mike. Why your boy gotta be such a hater, man? Like, what did I do to this man?
I told you, Brodney, a thug on the low, man. I told you.
What did I do? He gonna go hit thumbs down for what reason, Brodney? For what? Right. I didn't make this list.
Because you throwing shots at Pac. I ain't no be a big Pac fan.
He is
apparently.
All right, listen, B. Since you don't like the number 12, let me throw out another number. Does anyone like the number 3? Because I have the number 3 overall pick, and I'm willing to trade it because Brian getting my damn nerves.
Okay. I'll give you a 10th round pick for it. So that's enough.
Go ahead, Mr. Galloway. Finish your thoughts. Right. I want to hear what your thoughts on 3 Stacks.
Yeah, I think he's a phenomenal rapper. I think he's one of the best to do it, and I think he's top 10 worthy for sure. Absolutely. And I think Big Boy is dope, but man, it's just something about Andre, man. He raps out of the box, he thinks out of the box, he looks out of the box. So I mean, to me, he did everything that you wouldn't think a rapper would do. And I applaud that, man. He really, to me, embodies living in your own skin. Because a lot of rappers, well, I ain't going to say that. Well, I ain't going to say that. A lot of rappers, they emulate what's around them. It's very hard to go against the grain. And he does that to perfection. So I'm not mad at that. He was in my top 10 list. He's himself. If it wasn't for 3 Stacks, it might not have been a Kendrick Lamar. You get what I'm saying?
Good point.
Yeah.
I feel what Clot saying here, right? Not that. So what I take from Clot, what he's saying here, and how I molded into my own statement is, I side with Big Boy slightly, but it's just because I resonated with that style a little more than I did with 3 Stacks. But 3 Stacks, I'll never take anything from him. Like, dude is dope. Like, I kind of put 3 Stacks. I think the hardcore base, right? They recognize how tight he is with it. But I kind of, if I had to connect him to like a basketball player, like I kind of call him like T-Mac, right? From this standpoint, like T-Mac to me is one of the most effortless scores I've ever seen, right? He made it look easy. He can get a bucket, like he made the same bucket somebody else, same move, right? It was a lot easier and smoother for him than it would have been for the next person getting that same bucket. And I think when it comes to rapping for 3 Stacks, it's a lot easier for him than it is for a lot of cats. And I think the hardcore base recognizes that for him. But I like I said, me personally, Big Boy, I just kind of resonated with his style and his subject matter more than I did 3 Stacks. But it's taking nothing from 3 Stacks. Top 10, I believe he's top 10 worthy. I would give him top 10 worthy for sure.
So let me ask you the question, Dre. Who else has a poetry style but is a little more gangster?
Nas.
Could it be number 12?
Nas.
Could it be number 12?
Nas.
I wasn't saying it was a good thing, Dre, so stop saying Nas. I wasn't applauding it.
Oh, you wasn't?
I wasn't applauding it. I was just saying.
Then it's number 12.
Right. But my point being, Tupac had a poetry style to him because of what he did. Right, but once again, he doesn't get the hits that other people get because he taught that talk.
Yes.
I'm just saying. So that's why, when it says number 12, maybe that's spot on. I'm just,
Also, too, I want to talk to Mike when he talked about being resonating more with Big Boy. It's kind of the reverse with me because I resonate more with Andre because of he kind of like he walked to the beat of his own drum. He did his own thing within the confines with his homie. When I think Outkast, both of them are top 10 in my opinion. And they're one of the greatest groups of all time because the reason is both of them can hit it out of the park when it needs be. When you need something, you can, hey, Big Boy, I need you to do this. And you're like, bang, home run. Hey Dre, bang, home run.
Facts, Big Bridge.
They complement each other, but they're also alpha dogs. But alpha dogs in two different senses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Big Boy is the alpha dog you think of what a rapper is. You know, he looks like one. That's what he is. The way he sounds. But Dre an alpha dog too, which is a little different.
Right.
And he beat to his own drum. And I think, you know, they needed each other. They needed each other, and they always do. I feel like, man, if out of nowhere they're like, "Hey, man, Outkast coming out with a new album next month," I'm like, "Excuse me, what? What? Huh? I'm dropping everything. I'm dropping everything I do. Give me that."
Right away. Said they both top 10.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What I mean, I'm like just rapping wise.
No, I'm talking about. He said they both top 10.
Yeah, I agree, but then the criteria you then gave me took one out.
I'm with Ferris on that, and I believe Hendo is as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. All right, but like what Big Ray said, Tupac had a poetry style, but again, he didn't have crazy bars.
Right.
And this is why he's not top 10. Listen, I understand people like him. He's an influential. He's well known around, but he did not have bars. He had a strong work ethic.
Yes.
He put in that work when it came to that music. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna hold you, but yes, and he did not have bars. So,
right.
By the way, for the record, I didn't Pac's in my top 5.
Well, let me look at Ferris's list.
Okay,
see where he puts Pac at.
All right.
So on Ferris's list, he has Pac at number.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I apologize, Hendo. I apologize to this day, Hendo. Sometimes, you know, Dre, you know what's funny about this man? Let me tell you something. So sometimes you don't know where you stand with this man.
You always know where you stand with me.
Okay, you know, that's a good point.
If I'm mean to you, that means I like you. Because if I'm not, I don't care.
Then I must be your best friend.
I don't care.
Okay, then me and you must be as thick as thieves.
I tell Dre, that's my man. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Ferris is my guy.
Yes, that he does. He speaks highly of you.
Hey man, someone thought, yo man, I was acting like myself in class on Thursday. Someone ended up DMing me saying, "Hey man, I just don't know. I was messing with you. We just having fun, right?" And I was like, "Oh my bad. Was I coming off as a dickhead? I mean, a mean person?" They're like, "Yeah, a little." And I was like, "Oh my bad. Sorry."
First of all, jokes, man. That's false. That's false, Mr. J. I don't have to do certain stuff with you because you have a little more respect for people than Ferris does.
What? No respect.
So
I ain't got no respect.
Now we starting to get into the juicy. We starting to get into the juicy.
Hey man, drop the other one, man. Drop the other one so I can yell at you more. Come on, drop number. Which number we on, Dre? 7. Drop number 6. I've lost count. We're having great conversations.
Okay, so we're getting to the juicy part now. We're at number 6.
Dumb ring.
I'm not particularly happy about this one, but once again, we've put in a lot of young people and people that just don't know music. So coming in at number 6 is one of the greatest lyricists of all times. I don't care what nobody says. Can't too many rock with this dude.
Bazel, you older than Hendo?
There's only one person around here that's older than me, and I'm not going to tell y'all who it is. But coming in at number 6 with an average vote of 11.6, we got the man Eminem, Marshall Mathers.
Yep.
All right, Hendo, I guess you should take the lead on this one. This your guy.
Listen, what can I say? Listen, in all honesty, if this dude was black, he would be ranked a lot higher. Because lyrically, until people found out who he was and how he looked, dudes was rocking with him. A lot of dudes is like, yo, this dude is ill. Even your favorite rappers are like, I don't want no problems with this guy. Because he can terrorize. He makes words rhyme that don't rhyme.
And he went after his own mother.
I mean, that's something different. Who wouldn't? I'd go after mine too.
So you're not safe.
Yes, nobody's safe. But Dre felt about him the way I felt about Nas until he started hearing some of his stuff. And once he started hearing his stuff, he was like, oh, I might have been a little bit wrong about this guy. Because everybody hears all the radio cuts, all the weird stuff that he does. Nah. Listen to his lyrics and how he puts phrases together, the breath control. And when you talk about versatility as far as switching up styles, that is a whole nother thing in itself. So I think the thing that got Dre on board with Eminem was the interview with 50 Cent?
Yes.
And what did 50 Cent had to say, Dre?
He's one of the best that ever did it. And he put him on. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to say this. for the record, Eminem is hip hop. Because he put a lot of people on. Man, he put Griselda on. He put 50 on. And look at all that 50 did. You know, they pretty much put 50. He was blackballed. Mm-hmm. So if it wasn't for him, Lord knows, I wouldn't be watching all these shows that 50 got out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your boy Joe Budden, a second chance.
So, I mean, and lyrically, Eminem is a beast. I mean, he's a lyrical juggernaut. And you're right. I mean, he murders everybody except for Lil Wayne.
Yo, you want to talk about that one track? Yo, listen. Listen.
He didn't murder Lil Wayne.
He didn't. You're right. He didn't. But let's be real. You honestly think if they had lyrics for lyrics battle, Lil Wayne could go? Listen, Lil Wayne is hot. Listen, Lil Wayne is hot, but he does elementary raps. And tell me I'm lying. Any of y'all, tell me I'm lying. What real Sirs bars does Lil Wayne have?
Hello, Mr. Martian, Space Jam, Jordan. You know that one? I don't know. That's the only one I know. It's the only one I know.
And how many times does he call himself a Martian?
I don't know.
How many times? Listen, I give it to him because
Lil Wayne, listen, I don't know, man.
Listen, I give Lil Wayne credit. He's a recycler. He loves to recycle. He recycles his lyrics in concepts a lot. I give it to him. You're supposed to recycle. Isn't that what the earth is about now? Recycling.
This is my question to you, Hendo, or my statement. He did not murder Lil Wayne on the track.
But you didn't answer my question.
He's notorious for murdering guys on the track. Outside of Royce the 5'9", he's another guy. You know what I mean?
I think Lil Wayne came in the top 13 or 12. He may have been like 11 or something. We didn't put him on.
Yeah, wait a minute. For those that did not look at those shows, circle back and check it out. Not all love first. I ain't talking about you.
No, you good.
But, y'all go back and check these episodes out. Man, check them all out.
Amen.
It's the weekend.
He's right. Amen. Real G's move silence like lasagna. That one was hard.
That was a bar. He has plenty of bars. I'm gonna send Hendo some stuff.
I know I got Lil Wayne stuff. I listen to Lil Wayne. So this is not an instance of you can tell me stuff like you do with Nas, and I can just sit there and be like, oh, really? I believe you because I don't know it. I listen to Lil Wayne, bro. He has bars. I'm not saying Lil Wayne ain't hot. I'm not saying Lil Wayne ain't nice. But if you want to go bar for bar, verse for verse, lyric for lyric, he can't touch him.
I mean, the game says a lot of things that aren't true. So it is.
But listen, look who put this message. Look where it came from.
That's true.
It came from that black man. Like, you can't believe half the stuff he say.
Shout out to Suge, man. I appreciate that.
That's true, man. He's been telling us he's Puerto Rican and Mexican for this entire time.
No. Yeah, I would. Oh, you know what? I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize. That Dominican. I'm sorry. Dominican.
Yeah, that's true. That Dominican. That's true, Hendo.
Them problem. What I'm lying about, Engraven? What I'm lying about?
Rodney,
everybody, listen. We put this on all social media. Everybody had an opportunity to vote, and the people that voted put them where they put them. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I didn't put them there.
Yeah, I want to back Hendo with this. It was Al Axe, and this is what the people said. So this isn't particularly Al list. We might agree with some people on the list, but it's definitely. I know Hendo don't agree with where Eminem is.
Hey man, Rodney, coming out and saying it. He said, "Nah."
Hey Mike,
I had Emmett too.
Hey Mike, what's your thoughts on it?
I'm about to make Hendo mad.
You not, Mike?
I'm not a fan of Eminem. I respect it. I respect. I respect him as a hip hop artist. I do, but he just wasn't my cup of tea. It don't have nothing to do with him being white or anything like that. Just his subject matter. It never clicked for me with him. I'm not gonna deny him a top 10 spot though. But if I had to choose out of the two names that we're saying, I personally would go with Wayne. Excuse me, but yeah, the M conversation for me in hip hop always kind of back out of it because my thoughts on
it's
it,
boy
like
coach, he tripping.
A lot of people really don't. You know, they like him, right? So I'm always the one that's on the outside, like, he cool, right? He cool.
No, because Mike, you know, you realize why, right? Let's be real. Like, you know, the reason he was shoved in everybody's face, that because he was a white man. All right, it was a white man who had a lot
of
Hey, what?
Whoa! And he said he addressed this in a rap.
I know he did.
Your boy Lil Jamal was like, "Yo, you only doing this because you white." And he came back and was like, "Show me another rapper that sold what I sold."
No, that's what I'm saying.
Show me another rapper that is decorated like I am.
Let me finish.
You didn't let Mike finish. You ain't let Mike finish.
Mike already had. I'm trying. I'm picking up on Mike.
But you didn't let him finish.
You know, Mike, finish what you got.
Nah, I mean that's just it. He just never was my cup of tea. I'll be honest with y'all. I've never listened to an Eminem album all the way through, just because I've attempted to, but it just wasn't for me. But I respect his talent, no doubt about it. I respect his talent. I like Eminem. I like the freestyle in Eminem, right? I like that side of him. But that, you know, talking about, like you said earlier, should, you know, talk about, you know, killing your mama and all that shit, like that just, you know, I just never rocked with it. You know what I'm saying? But look, I respect him. I'm not gonna take that away from him.
His thing, man. His thing. Like the being a white man does help in this case, but he's also very good at rapping. And then it just combines it, right? The man was being played on country music stations. All right.
Sorry, play like Eminem over Lil Wayne every day.
You know what I mean? That's what happens. Like he was on every station. Because one, like Hendo knew he was nice. And then Tommy from Sheboygan was like, I got a white man who can rap. Yay! Who's also very good. And he knows he's good. Everyone knows he's good. No one's debating that. Being white did help. But also, too, here's the thing. The one thing about rap music that is always lost is authenticity. That's the thing about rap music, because the day was born in 1978, is authenticity. He came into the game and he'd never fronted. He told you what he was. I'm trailer park trash. I hate my mama. That's what I am. I'm from Detroit. I'm from the trailer park. He never said, no, I'm from this side of Detroit. I bang, homie. Like, no, he never did that. Authenticity in rap music. That's the main key to everything, right? Since the dawn of rap music was created, authenticity. You got to be authentic within yourself. And if you're a rapper and you're authentic and you rap about what your life is, I give you mad credit. Nowadays, you got rappers who are rapping about stuff they have no idea what it is. Talking about how they've made drugs, sold drugs. I got guns on it. I bang. No, you don't. Your name is Clarence and you went to private school. Stop talking. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know how to make crack. So stop talking like you know how to make crack. You watched some YouTube video, or you watched The Wire, or you watched Snowfall thinking you know how to make crack. You don't know nothing, Clarence. Facts. Stop talking.
You're broke, you're poor, and nobody
gives a damn. Exactly. No, exactly, bro. Eminem came into this is the one thing I respect about Eminem. He knew he was white. He knew what was going on. He knew. And he was authentic about it. He told you what he was. I'm trailer park trash. Me and my mama don't got a good relationship. I got a baby and I hate her mother. And I'm fighting with her over the kid. He told you everything. He told us a little bit too much, to be honest. A little too much. I don't need to know you want to kill your mama and throw her in the trunk. I don't need to know that. Okay? Keep that to yourself. But he told you everything. Authenticity is what separates Eminem from other rappers, like other white rappers. Like Vanilla Ice came in and rapped about it, right? And he quickly had to show people that he was an actual gangster, but he wasn't gangster. Facts. He wasn't about that life. Homie, Eminem told you what he was about. That's what I'm saying, Brodney. They don't care about authenticity nowadays. That's the problem.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean that's like I said. I mean, I respected that about him. It just wasn't my cup of tea. And the homie Brent, like you're right. Everybody rap about killing and stuff like that. It just, it was to me when M first came out. It was like, it was I'm not gonna call it weirdo rap, but it was like rapping about weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was I just never connected to him. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Just say it, Mike. He rap about shit black people don't rap about. Let's just say that. Just say that. Just say that.
Yes. You will never hear a black rapper say, Mike, you wanna see me stick 9-inch nails in my eyelids? No one's gonna say that. That's a weird ass line. You're right. That's a weird line, but it's an authentic line to him. Authenticity. That's what I'm saying, man. If you're gonna rap, be real. You know, rap about going to private school if you're a rapper. If you went to private school, that's fine with me. You're rapping about realness. You're not rapping about, oh man, I'm banging on the street. Like, nah, I don't do that.
Okay, Dre, you want to give your thoughts? Because Ferris is gonna carry us all night long.
Sorry, my bad.
You know, I love Ferris' energy, and man, he's bringing up valid points. You know, I'm speechless on the Cube debate. I'm right there with him with 3 stacks, and I dig where he's coming with. You know, with Eminem, I get that, but I'm on the other hand. I feel Mike because I'm like that. Like when he first came out, it wasn't what I was used to. What my ears were trained to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it was different from me. So I kind of, just put him in that lane. But, through these couple of months or so that we've been talking about, he does have bars. His pen game is dope. And Ferris is right. That's what hip hop is. That's the epitome of hip hop, is being yourself and keeping it true to who you are. Because there's a lot of white guys that come out and they feel like they gotta be a certain way to fit in. And he was the polar opposite of that. So shout out to M. I'm not mad that he's number 6 though. I ain't gonna hold you. I know you are, but I'm not.
And man, by the way, Skilo, that song touched my soul. I did wish I was a little bit taller. And I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a 6'4" Impala. I really did. That spoke to my soul.
Ferris, you are something else, sir. Something else.
Hello?
So where would you put him at, Dre? I know you're not mad, but where would you put him?
6 is good. Top 10 for sure. He's top 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Or 5. Okay. Top 5. I give him top 5.
You give him top 5?
I would give him top 5.
Wow.
No, but I think Jose has a point. If he was black, he would be in like the Tech 9 realm. Very technically skilled and rapping wise. Has some notoriety, but not as influential as he is. I like he sold a lot of records because black and white people loved him. A lot of black and white people loved him. That's a fact. And if people don't want to talk about it, like, then you're lying to yourself in the conversation. Him being white helped his sales, helped his popularity. When you hearing rap music on 106.75 country music left and right, that says something. Because they had one of them in the game, which was becoming the popular genre in America. Slowly, and nowadays it is the most popular genre in America. It has surpassed rock music.
Yes. So Engraven wants to know, are we going to do a best rap group of all time? If so, go ahead and throw Outkast at the time. Listen, we don't just make the list, Engraven. We let the people decide. Because y'all don't want our list.
Right.
How
about let's jump into that. We could do that. If y'all want that to happen, everybody tally up a list and let's do it.
He don't gotta think he better than Pop, because we know it.
What you think, Hendo? Everybody put a list together and we'll do it.
Clark,
I'll do it.
You don't see my picture? You don't see my picture, Clark? You don't see that number 12? You don't see that number 12 right there? Listen, before we start streaming, I've been listening to Tupac all day long. I should have started calling him 12 Pop.
What we got next, Hendo?
I mean, we are the people, but we want a collective. We don't want it to seem like it's biased, because I guarantee you, Engraven, none of our stuff is gonna be most people's stuff. Because to be quite honest, if me and Dre had to do this list, Pac wouldn't even have made it at 12.
That's
to be honest, he would not have made it at 12.
No shot at Pac, but I concur.
No shot. I mean, listen, I love Pac and I love his music.
I love Pac too.
Just versatility and bars and all that. He ain't got it. Yes, exactly. I had to give him his props. Like, yo, let that 12 shine through. All right, now we're getting into the top 5, and we need to hurry up because we've been here an hour and 10 minutes. Ah, man, time just
I quite enjoy this conversation, man.
I do as well, but like Flo, what you said is getting late. So coming in at number 5 with an average of 11 votes, we got the man DMX. Duck man first seems to be extremely excited about this one. So I guess you should go first and first.
Hey man, one of only a few artists to drop 5 albums in a row, debut at number 1, and stayed at number 1 for a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks. That man talk about versatility. That man will rap about killing you and then start singing about God. And you'll be like, what just happened? You know what I mean? It's dark and hell is hot. The remix, There Ain't No Sunshine. Oh my God. Blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. Oh, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. Sorry, I flipped it. I apologize. My bad. And then there was X. Oh my God, bro. That man. Okay, there was a genuine period in rap where after Pac died, they wanted to find clones. If you closely look, they were looking for clones of Tupac. Bald-headed black man, probably got some type of jewelry, a type of slender build. And 2 people came out of the cloning process. One was Ja Rule, and the other was this man. But then this man said, I ain't no clone, though. I'm no clone. I'm DMX, homie. And all you hear, the intro to It's Dark and Hell is Hot, the intro was used for Mike Tyson's walkout one time. It scared everyone in the audience because that's what DMX did. He told you a story and he put you in a certain type of feeling. And when he would bark, you wanted to bark. And I did bark.
Hey, Jaron, it's got to be the non-explicit version because the non-explicit version is the one that had him singing in the background. Mm-hmm. That's the version that gives me chills, not the explicit version because it's two different ones. You don't get the singing with the cursing.
Between that and What's My Name, man, they my favorite joints by X, man. I don't have nothing bad to say about X at all.
Hey man, when he sampled I Can Feel It Tonight and he sampled that, I'm like, bro, give me that, man.
First rapper ever to sell platinum records twice in the same year. Mm-hmm. First rapper ever.
So when he came out, he had Hove on the ropes. My bad, Mike.
Nah, my joint glitching out. So whenever I hit unmute, it's just taking forever. But that was gonna be my statement. Hendo, like him dropping 2 albums in a year. That first of all, that he's one of the first I've seen do that. That was unheard of in that time. Mm-hmm. Like you was getting an album once a year if you was lucky, right? So to drop 2 albums in a year and they both go platinum, both number 1 albums, like. That speaks for itself, when it comes to X. Like, it was just raw, man. Like raw, spitter, thought provoking. Like he had it all, man. Right. He had it all. He could rap about any and everything. So yeah, shout out to X, man. X, yes. I'm definitely not arguing this one at all.
Facts. And the crazy part that a lot of people didn't know was a lot of DMX's raps he wrote years ago. And then people would do something like, yo, I need you to jump on this track. And he'd be like, here you go. They're like, that was fast. He's like, yo, I had this. So he was ahead of his time. When they sent him down to Baltimore to kind of chill out, he came down here, he got that vibe, and he just started writing. And like, he is one of my favorite rappers of all time. When he passed away, that one hurt. Like, that one really hurt me for real.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that was true. No, they was looking for a Pac clone after he died. They were trying to recreate his magic, and they selected 2 dudes, and it was him and Rule. But like I said, I don't know if you listened to the last part. He then said, "I'm not a clone. I'm DMX." That's why he is in his that's why Ja Rule isn't as famous as he is because everyone looks at him as a clone. That's why DMX is DMX. Like it happened. Like I noticed. I'm like, because I grown up, I would watch the like the investigative journalism, like those hip hop journalists who would break down the business. You know, they'd have these like top 10 lists, and like it'll be on like MTV and it'll be on Fuse, and they came to the part. They talked about DMX. They started off as that, and they were like, but then DMX said to the industry, "Clone of who? I ain't no clone. I ain't no clone." And guess what? Hendo is a massive fan because he ain't no clone. Authenticity. Being a clone is that's why Ja Rule isn't as famous as he is, man.
Talk that talk first. You're right.
Well, 50's also the reason, but still, you know.
Oh yeah.
I hate singing. You know, like that's what they wanted, man. That's what the industry is, bro. They're just trying to recreate magic, but you can't recreate stuff.
Did you know that Ja Rule was in How's It Going Down video?
Yeah, he wasn't very popular.
I just watched. No, he was a young Ja Rule. I just watched it. And he was leaning on a car with next to DMX. And I was like, that's Ja Rule. I'm like, oh, I didn't know he rocked with that dude.
Jose, you're right. Ja was pretty popular, but where he is now, that's what I'm saying. So in the moment it worked, but right now, like what happened? Where he is? Probably going to jail for fraud.
You're right, right.
He said he go around barking at people. Yeah, people was barking at people.
Man, y'all say Con.
Hey, what you want for dinner? You stupid.
Man, oh man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, Brandon, that's who Ferris is.
Nah, man, bro, I ain't never wrong. Just different levels of right.
He didn't say you were wrong. Nobody said you were wrong.
Now, Con Cal heard wrong a lot.
So are you, bro. We don't.
So are you.
Name a time.
I don't know. Let me think.
So let me ask you a question. Whose nickname is Bum Scoop? Mine or yours? We can play this game, bro. We can play this game. We can play this game.
You know, you
won't win.
A hater.
You won't win.
Hater.
Ferris. Anyway,
that's number 4.
Let's jump into this number 4 one. Ferris, you might like this one.
Oh.
You might get excited about this one.
Is it because I already said his name like twice?
You have not.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
But this is, listen. So from henceforth, just to let y'all know, spoiler alert, old school. Old school, old school, old school. And to some, they don't know, but his influence in the game and outside of the game is more profound than a lot of people know. Like, he does things, he speaks at conventions, he gives keynote speeches, like he does a lot of stuff, but people don't know about him. I think he even teaches, I even think he teaches a college course, if I'm not mistaken, or he had taught college courses on hip hop. So coming in at number 4.
Yes.
Yes. One.
Yes.
Who want to jump in on this?
You're supposed to dictate.
Mike, you want to check it out?
Man. I mean, the KRS-One, like that's the professor, man. Like, you know, it again, he's one of those cats I don't have anything bad to say about. If you're talking about Dre, you said earlier that, you know, without who was it? Who was it you said if we didn't have him, we wouldn't have a Kendrick?
3 Stacks.
Right. So like KRS-One, like, you know, he was that type of rapper too. The intellectual rapper, but he also would get if he had to get funky with you, he would get funky. You know,
bridge is over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you talking about Ferris? Don't have kids, all right?
Don't. I already got, man. You know, right, Mike, it's all right, man. I'll be sunning these folks out here, man. I got a lot of kids.
But like, okay, good job.
All right, MJ.
He one of the GOATs in my opinion, right? So he got to be here on the list.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you know your man? Did you know your man was gangster though?
No, he is. He is.
I'm talking to Dre. Did you know your man was gangster?
Who, Chris?
Yes.
That I did know.
Like rolling up on dudes at shows, gangster.
Yeah.
A lot of people took that call to mean and didn't know. Yo, back when him and MC Shan was beefing, we'll show up at his shows and stuff.
You know, it's funny. Just last night, I was watching, you know, Kenny Parker. He has a YouTube show. Well, he's on YouTube and he talks about stuff that happened, you know, years ago with Chris. I didn't know that him and Biggie had a beef. Not necessarily a beef, but Biggie did this interview And he pretty much said in the interview he wasn't feeling some of the things KRS-One was saying or whatever. And they was going to get at Biggie. Like, Biggie had that type of love, man. He had guys coast to coast, like, wanting to run down on him. But, you know, Chris was like, nah, he good. He good. So, yeah, I heard about Chris, and I heard about them boys he was with, and they weren't nothing to be played with. You know what I mean? But KRS-One, the bridge is over. South Bronx. Oh, my God.
When diss records ruin people's careers.
Yes, yes.
That day.
How about this? How about this, Ferris? What's up, Dame? Shout out to Amaj. Dame Amaj Beats, man. You got beats, man. Check out my man, Dame Amaj Beats, man. He's another guy that made it all possible for me. He does my production. Baltimore to ATL. Check it out.
Great beat.
Yeah. Ferris, what was my thoughts? I lost my thoughts.
Okay, so I said when diss albums ruin people's careers and it triggered something. I don't know what it triggered.
Oh, yeah. Before then, I was wearing Pumas. But when KRS-One said you better off talking about your whack Puma sneakers, I threw mine in the trash. I feel like he had the best diss track ever. What y'all think? I don't think nobody's diss track was better than KRS-One.
Also, well, I think
it was.
No, it is because of when it happened. There are other songs, better songs that ruin people's careers, like
Blueprint 2.
Like, sure, we can go with that, or like No Vaseline, No Vaseline, or Ether, right? But Ether. Like back in the day when Ether. Let's go. But this came out in '87, right? Rap, it's about 8 years old, about 8 years old, because it really started in '78 and ran '87, right? Where when you rap,
rap will be 50 this year.
Rap will be 51. So
in August. So it started in '73.
So
bump scoop.
No, man. People keep saying 78. That's not something I'm making up here, man. That's not something I keep making up here. All right.
First get so offended.
Nah, because you're making me sound like an invalid to these people. These people, they probably after this video ends, they'll be like, "Yo, man, that Ferris kid, he don't know nothing."
First of all, first and foremost, I think they're going to be a little more upset about this list than they are about what you said.
But I will say this first, man. You definitely are a hip hop historian, man. Okay. You know your stuff, man.
No, I'm saying back in those days. Yeah. Back in those days, like the words meant something, and you ruin people's careers. That's what you did. That's why the diss record, The Bridge Is Over, is a little bit more powerful than the other ones. Because nowadays you can do a diss record, and the dude you dissed, nothing happened with him. Nothing happened with him.
Yes.
Yeah, we thought that before. You know what, Brett? You know what? That's fine. That's fine.
Listen,
that's fine.
Listen, as far as diss records go, I think Roxanne, Shantae was doing better stuff than a lot of these dudes that wasn't put on wax. She was destroyed. People used to come from all over New York to battle this little 14-year-old girl, and she sent them home crying. So I think, I don't think nobody wanted to see that.
Yeah, there's probably other diss records out there that never was put on wax. Like the songs before Sugar Hill Gang. The ones by Grandmaster Cass in the clubs, at the house parties, when the MC was evolving from more of a master of ceremonies to a rapper, a poet, a storyteller. Because back in the day, an MC was that dude that stood next to the DJ that just shouted out the local gangs who showed up to the party, so everyone felt like they're seen and no one popped off and started funking. Right? That's how it was. And then after you done shout everybody out, you shout the B-boys in the middle and the B-girls breaking it down, and then you just kind of like flow with the beat. Back in the day, rap was all about the DJ. And then it kept evolving and evolving and evolving. Then we got KRS-One. The first one. I took a hip hop workshop class at San Francisco State University. They were very big in ethnic studies, which is the study of our people. The ethnic people, Black, Arab, other Southeast Asian people. Knowing what is it. And I took that class, and KRS-One created the pillars of hip hop. I don't know if people will talk about it a lot. There are 5 pillars. I don't remember because I took it 2 years ago, but they're out there. My professor Davey D, he actually showed up in a hip hop show about Bay Area hip hop, talking about we gotta talk about these people like Paris and all them jazz. So like, I learned a lot. And KRS-One, my love for him grew, and I appreciate him because he wanted to teach. Mm-hmm. He wanted to teach you. He wanted you to learn. But he also said, "Don't try me."
Right.
You know, I'm making my music. I'm teaching. You better calm down. Like you said, man.
Yeah.
All good. Hey man. Rapture's Delight. Kind of like on a play on Rapper's Delight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I wanted to, I talked to Brodney, massive KRS-One fan. I know that song off of that album. Brodney, when I told him that, he said, "Ferris, stop talking. Listen to the entire album. No skips." His name is Teacher for a reason. He wants to teach. He wants you to, and he like, because here's the thing. Rap music was house music. It was partying. We're partying, having fun, smoking some weed, sniffing some coke. You know what I mean? We're having fun. Breaking dance.
Sounds very stereotypical.
No, that's what it was, dog. What are you talking about? That's how it was.
That's not how it started.
No, okay. No. That's what I was told. Was I lied to?
Listen, you better stop listening to these West Coast people, bro.
Hey, go ahead. I was watching. You know what?
Go ahead.
I'll say is this. He used it to tell stories, to teach, to know better. You must learn facts. Mm-hmm. You know, he saw the potential and he moved it forward, and he just kept going. And then from him, then from to Public Enemy, and then went to DMC, and he just kept going and going and going. By the way, I also love his album cover by All Means Necessary.
Yes. That's very profound cover. Yeah.
If you don't know it, it's a play on Malcolm X's photo shoot of him, well, a photo of him looking outside an assassin with a big long rifle. And in this photo, KRS-One got a Uzi.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I have no idea what I just said.
It's all good.
Neither do we. We just started all zoning off after that.
That's a good point. You know, I love KRS-One. That's it. I love KRS-One.
Yeah.
Influence is profound. Lyrically, he's top A1. Versatility is there.
Facts.
He could be number one if we think about it.
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad
either.
No.
All right, coming in at number 3. Anybody have a guess? This one could be for a lot of people. This one could be number 1. No guesses? Oh, nobody?
This could be number 1.
This guy could be number 1, and I wouldn't be mad at all. Like,
is it Jay-Z?
Should he be number 1? No, it's not.
Ooh, Rakim.
The God MC. I'm going to jump in on this one, right? If it wasn't for Rakim, it may not be a Nas.
Tell me you Rakim.
When I first heard Illmatic, I'm like, wow, he reminds me of Rakim. Rakim to me is one of the best to have ever done it. He is your greatest rapper, favorite rapper. All right, I'm going to shoot the first. What's your thoughts on the God MC?
I agree. That man, flow is tight, straight up. You know, he ain't no joke. He gonna let this mic smoke. All right. You know, that album Paid in Full, one of the best albums of all time. Arithmetic, mathematics. No, it's arithmetic. I was right.
Chinese arithmetic.
Yeah, Chinese arithmetic. I was right. Mathematics is Most Def off of that album with Miss Fat Booty. My bad. So I was listening to that earlier. I apologize. But here's the thing too. His solo records, his solo albums. When I Be on the Mic, you know, The Master, The 18th Letter. The man is, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Because I'm probably gonna sound corny, you know. But don't sweat the technique. That was my life story, really, because I'm gonna get the result. Just don't mind how I get it. Is it gonna be the short way, the long way? I'm gonna get it. Don't sweat the technique. And it spoke to me really, because everyone's different. My technique is different from your technique. We're not gonna have the same technique. I'm gonna do the same thing you just did in a different way. You know, growing up, that's how I learned. Like, rap has taught me a lot of pillars of my life. You know, never ever compare yourself to one another. I'm gonna do mine, you do you. The way I flow ain't gonna be the same way you flow. You know, and that's the way I see the God MC, because him and Eric B, one of the greatest tandems to grace God's green earth.
Absolutely. You want to chime in on it, Mike?
Oh, trust me, Brendan. I don't love everybody.
Yeah, like the God MC, right? What more can you say? And I quote what you said, Mr. Galloway. Like, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, right?
Yes.
He birthed a lot of that flashy style, a lot of the big chains. Everybody wanted to have Rakim was he birthed a lot of that style for a lot of these guys that tried to emulate that. One of the things that stick out to me about the God MC is his voice, right? Like, if I gotta take it, I'm gonna take it left for a second, right? But it's the only way. Sometimes I gotta do comparisons like this. You know how like Anita Baker has like a one of a kind voice, right?
Yes.
Nobody sounds like Anita Baker. You kind of get that with the God MC, like that voice, like that strong tone, like you knew just the tone and how he would come off on the track, like you knew it was going to be something tight, right? Because you felt it just out of the tone, the tone of his voice. So, yeah, I listen. I'm not mad at this one at all either. Definitely deserves a top 10 spot, if not top 5, if not top 3, right? So, yeah, God MC, he right where he need to be on this list, in my opinion.
Yes. Hendo?
Facts. I mean, y'all said it all. There's nothing else really more to say except for maybe, to Mike's point about the voice, Rakim's got that OTR Mike's voice.
How about
he got that smooth? He got that smooth. Hey, that calming voice. You hear that? You just like, yo, ain't nothing wrong with the world. Anything good. But also, Rakim was one of the first East Coast rappers to actually do something with a Dre beat on the Watch It too. Because everybody else from the East Coast, when they got on the Dre beat, the Firm, he said the Firm flopped. Just for some reason, East Coast rappers just couldn't take Dre beats and do anything with it. Rakim came into the Watch and killed that joint. So, like I said, if y'all voted him number 1, I ain't got no problems at all. Just as long as he wasn't below number 4, this is cool. This is cool. So we are now down to our final 2 greatest rappers of all time. Now, this one hurt me a little bit. 2 ain't bad. Like, coming in second ain't bad. It ain't bad. But this hurt me a little bit because this is my favorite rapper of all time. The King. The Notorious B.I.G. Biggie. Coming in second place with an average vote of 6.9.
Got you. Mike, you want to jump in on this?
Look, you talking about flow. You talking about wordplay. You talking about smoothness. You talking about what you want, swag. You talking about just a flat out spitter, right? That's big. Like, big, the big that the casual fan got to see, that was just his ties with Bad Boy and Puffy, right? Because if you watch the docs and you watch the movies, good thing from the monetary sense that Puffy was around, but a lot of those songs Big ain't want to do because he felt it was too soft,
right.
But man, look, I'm gonna tell you, I always like Big was always dope to me from the beginning.
Facts.
Oh, Big Reg. Wow, Big Reg. But the moment that sticks out for me for Big is the Bone and Big joint. Like
we talk about that all the time.
Yes, we do.
Yo,
oh my God.
And it was I should have sent it to y'all, but Bone Thugs, one of them was on, they was doing an interview and they talked about that song and how they, all of them went in, killed their verse. Big went last, and it was like, yo, you good? He was like, yo, we good. I'm good. And he said they said they thought he was gonna go in and spit it in his way. And when he sped it up, like when I first heard that song, I restarted it like 32 times.
Yep.
Cause I'm like, yo, I know this motherfucker not rapping. I know he not rapping in that cadence like that. And in another story, there's a secret like tape going around, not too secret, right? But it's of Biggie rapping Lil Kim's damn, what's the song? I mean, obviously Biggie wrote it. I can't think of the name of the song. But it's a tape of him actually rapping it as how he wants her to spit it, right? Like, yeah, like you got to search this up, right? This is some of the illest shit I ever heard. Like him spitting her verse and like kind of like, yo, like this what you supposed, this how you, but hearing it come out of his voice, some of the sickest shit I ever heard. So look, it appears who I know who gonna be number one and look like, but if he fell it, this guy fell one. There should be. I mean, I know Big Reg said he's not top 10. I love Big Reg, but I gotta disagree with you on this one. Biggie, that dude. I just think a lot of people may believe or think how Big Reg does because of body of work, right? He was taken from us before we got a lot of his work, right? So it's a lot that was left, or some emptiness there, some of the stuff that we don't know what was to come. I'm sure it was going to be greatness, but other than that, Big was that dude. Check, you talking about check all the boxes. He checked all of them.
Hey man, like in on contrary to like Pac, he didn't have a lot of albums come out past his death. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of post-mortem Pac albums, like a lot, and I'm like,
Pac ain't dead. What you talking?
What do you mean?
Pac was rapping about stuff that happened after he died. He ain't dead.
Oh, that's what you think. All right.
Yeah, somebody died. What year did he supposedly die? In
94, 93. 3 or 5.
Somebody, well, he died then. He in one of his rap, he talked about President Obama. Like, yo, come on, bro. ain't no way.
Okay.
You know what? Now you said that, Hendo. I think I seen him down North Avenue.
Facts.
Or was it Pennsylvania Avenue? One of them.
One of them, too.
Yeah. Getting the chicken box in the triple mix.
Yo, he's gonna have a half.
Right.
That's crazy, dog. No, my thing is this, man. My thing is this. It's all about relatability, right? Like growing up, when rap music was brought up, there was Biggie and there was Pac, right? And I related to the fat dude with the lazy eye. Why? Because I was the fat dude with the lazy eye. That's who I was.
Right.
Like that's who I was. And I'm seeing this fat man just go on a track and rip everything to pieces.
Ladies love him.
Ladies love him. So I was like, hey, man, there's hope. And then I realized something. I can't rap. And I can't rap like that, man. Like you said, Mike.
Don't kill me, coach. Don't kill me, coach.
Yeah, he's gonna try to kill you, dog. Mike, like you said about Rakim and the voice, the recognizability. Like when you hear Rakim, you're like, that's him. That's God MC. I hear him. When that man started rapping, you're like, hey, Smalls, that's him. Right away. Hey, And the production, you know, I want to, you know, I don't usually give this man a lot of credit, all right? Because I don't like giving him credit, because I kind of don't like the guy, and I'm a hater. But the production that Diddy put into the albums, like the certain beats he you know, he brought up, like, you know, the Big Papa beat, which is the between the sheets beat from the Isley Brothers. You know what I mean? So imagine, you know, that song over the Isley Brothers beat. You know, One More Chance.
First.
Yeah, what's up?
So a lot of all that wasn't Puffy. Some of that was Biggie.
I knew it.
And like I told Dre, like I told Dre, if you know Biggie stuff on that song Unbelievable, he told Puffy, let's take that part out of R. Kelly's song when R. Kelly's like, it's unbelievable. Biggie was like, yo, take that unbelievable part and put it in the track. So a lot of that production wasn't all on Puffy. Biggie had a lot to do with the genius of what actually came out.
I knew it. See, I knew it. That's what happens when you're not here to tell your story. People tell it for you. Fact. Right? And a lot of misinformation is thrown around. And
I know
coming from certain brother.
And I know KRS-One said, listen, record sales don't make you the dopest, but Biggie was the first rapper to go diamond.
It's true. Because here's the thing too, you don't go diamond unless you're extremely popular and you're extremely good.
Yeah,
like you know.
Listen, Big Reg is my man, but you just keep making this situation worse and worse, bro.
When
you said Biggie wasn't top and all that, I'm like, all right. But now you talking about you taking Slick Rick over Biggie, bro.
Wow.
You just like hurting people. Hurt people.
I'm trying to post it in the chat, but he rapped Lil Kim's Queen Bitch.
Wow.
To hear him do that.
You have to hear. I'm trying to post it in the chat, but I don't see it showing up.
Juicy. Oh my God, man, juicy.
Shout out to Scotty Rivers. What's happening?
Oh, the locks.
Yeah. I'm a Y'all said it all, but I'm gonna say this. To be honest, Big was my number one, and to me, he kept it fly. In the time when you had the Woo, you had all of this gritty rap. You had, Snoop, you had Death Row, all of them out. And he came out and he made records for the ladies. He made records for us, and we dug it. You know how it was a time in hip hop where people felt like they needed that chick record. Some females might hate me for saying that. But you felt like you needed a record that was relatable to them. But it was very rare. I guess maybe Ella. Well, no, I ain't even gonna say that. I want to say Biggie was one of the only guys that was able to pull that off outside of Hove, and everybody thought he was cool. We would listen to the song with our female. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then when Big was on that joint with three what's the name of those guys? Bone Thugs.
Yep.
He changed the game with that, because before him, outside of Twister, East Coast wasn't doing that. Nobody was doing that. I feel like, man, Biggie laid the blueprint out, and the wise guys saw the blueprint and ran with it. I don't know if y'all seen the episode of what's that? The Wu-Tang thing.
Wu-Tang American Saga?
The American Saga. Did y'all see the episode with Ray and Ghost? Okay.
Never seen it.
Okay. Well, it was an episode that they had where Ray was trying to make his album, and Biggie was out there killing it. And they were concerned. I love the shirt.
It's my favorite jacket. It's my favorite jacket.
Oh, that's a jacket. My bad.
Jacket. That's my jacket.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yes.
There it is. For primitive. It's my favorite jacket.
Yeah.
I see Coach in the chat saying Pac didn't do this. No, Pac did do it. Pac is my number 2. But me, like I said, fat guy, lazy eye, related to fat guy with lazy eye. So that's why Big is my number 1 guy.
I'm going to jump in on that. Pac did do it. Now, I'm going to say this. Back when Pac was out, and I was around for this, people felt him, but he wasn't, and I know I'm going to get heat for this. He wasn't really that guy. You get what I'm saying? Yes, Brenda had a baby. He had some profound songs that we dug. You know what I mean? I get around all of that, but he was not that guy like Big was at that time. To me, and this is to me, Pop didn't become infamous until the Death Row era. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. You want to elaborate on that, Hendo?
No.
Yeah. So pretty much that's how I feel about it. I mean, Pop was dope. I feel like Pop is bigger now that he's no longer here. But at that time, yes, we dug Pop. We listened to Pop. I love Pop music. But he, to me, didn't have that influence that Biggie had. You know, when I heard that Ready to Die album, I mean, it wasn't too many albums that made me feel that way. You know, anybody want to elaborate? Other than that, we can go to the top spot.
Yeah, that's all you, Dre. That's all you.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I mean, I love Pop.
Hey, man.
I don't hate, brother. What do you think? All right, so we're coming into the final
I've
selection.
just never heard that. Like, no, for real. I just never heard that come out of literally anybody's mouth. Like, for real, Dre. Like, no one's ever the conventional wisdom is 1 and 2 are them two, and it's because they're like similar, right? Like, like in the judgment is they're like the same in influence wise, and and they kind of rap differently, but they had like their similar kind of rises, right? And that's what people would say it. But hearing you say something completely to the contrary, well, no, completely to the convention, I just never. The reason I'm like, I've just never heard it. I don't know if people actually like people are just scared to say it. Unlike you, it, like because I've just never heard it. I've never heard that like ever. People like them two are always in the top 5. They're always in the top 5. They're just in different points of the top 5. And someone always throws in like their personal rapper in their top 5. Like, oh, my favorite rapper is MC Guru in my top 5. Like someone always does that, right? Shout out to MC Guru, by the way. Shout out to you, man. Gangstar. DJ Premier. But I've never ever someone say like they didn't really feel Pac. Like they're like, yeah, he's dope. But, I didn't, I've just never heard it. I just never ever heard it. Really.
I think it's taboo to say. You know what I mean? To be honest, I feel like Pac is the biggest rapper ever. Right? But if we're coming down to bars, he's not that guy. I think people how Jay-Z said or was it 50 and Jay said it. Jay said I want them to love me like they love Pop, or was that 50? That was 50, and Jay said
50, yeah.
Yeah, and Jay said I want them to love me.
You want to be like Big.
Like Tupac Soul, but I just feel like his presence. I feel like Tupac's presence is bigger than him. It's bigger than any rapper. I don't think nobody would be bigger than him in that aspect. But I'm as far as real time impact, not through the course of everything, man, I mean, that Ready to Die album, that changed everything. To me.
Then the double CD came out and changed everything.
Exactly. It's the blueprint. And Hov is my favorite rapper, right? But Hov used that blueprint.
Yeah, your man, I think Jaron said it best. Hov is the thief. Like he stole so many people's lines.
Reg.
Yeah, Reg, I'm sorry, Reg. He stole so many people's lines, flows, like, But I mean, I ain't mad at him. Like, we all do that. We all take something hot and we take it and try to make it our own. So I ain't even mad at him. But look, this is an hour and 49 minutes. Let's jump in here and get into this number one.
Okay.
I know everybody been waiting for this one. So coming in at number one, and we are finally done with this list. Let's go.
Yeezy. That's Hendo's favorite. That is Hendo's favorite.
No, that's not one. Number one is Jay-Z, coming in with an average of 5.7 votes. Your man Hov is number one, and I think everybody could have guessed that was it. And yes, he is a copycat. Like if you listen to his lines and lyrics, he steals stuff from other people constantly.
Well, let me play devil's advocate, right? If sustainability is what we're supposed to do, aren't you supposed to maneuver with the time? Aren't you supposed to adapt to what's going on at the moment? That's what happened to a lot of our favorite rappers back in the day. You know, they couldn't conform to what was going on, so they got lost in the wayside. You know, because they was used to the hobby to the hippie. You know, you had to go past that. You know what I mean? So
evolution.
I think evolution. You said it best. Yeah. So I'm not mad at Hov. And man, how about I seen countless interviews where people said that the brother didn't write. Now you got all these people saying the same thing. It gotta be true. And he's going in there formulating these songs in a matter of moments or minutes, or even if it was an hour. And the music that he gave us was phenomenal, man. Without writing, that is hard to do. I know a lot of people try to do it now, but on a Hov caliber. And then if you think about it, you listen to Hov music, like take time out while you cleaning or while you driving, and just listen to what Hov got to say on these songs. You know what I mean? I think he a prophet, man. He turned around and said, you know, he's gonna be the next billionaire. And he did it. He gonna rape Def Jam for millions, and he did it. I mean, who else could say it and do it? Like you were saying earlier, Ferris. You know what I mean? A lot of people talk that talk, but he talked it anyway.
Yeah. Influence. Yeah. He has it.
Yeah.
Versatility. He got it. Because you don't survive 30 years or like 20 years. Is it 20? Yeah, 20 years. 20 years in the rap game without it. But then you have the stealing, the flow, the bars. That's what it is. You know, we may not, people, some may not like Pac's bars or that, but at least there were his bars. He didn't steal bars. You know, Jay-Z did sound like certain folks on certain albums, but then there's other albums where he sounded like himself. Like American Gangster, that album.
Yes.
Pretty fly. Reasonable Doubt, I quite enjoy it as well. Blueprint 1, I liked it. 444, the album that came out a couple years ago after the scandal,
the elevator.
The elevator. He said some stuff on it that I quite enjoyed. But my thing is this, man. Like, he's just survived. He has survived. Like me and you can say, Dre, Rakim's a better rapper, right? He's a better rapper. But Rakim hasn't survived generations. Like, so he has survived, That's right. Like after my generation, they're like, yeah, I know Rakim, that one dude. Yeah, I know him. But Jay is your generation, my generation, the generation after us, and the generation after us. They know him and they go back and listen to his music. He has survived. That's what it is. And it's a younger generation. When they're making these lists, they're like, oh, snap, who should I put? And they don't want to put a lot of modern rappers on this, right? Because they don't want to be looked at as like, well, what is this? Why the hell is Little Pump on here? Like, they don't want that. You know what I mean? So like, oh, what's a rapper that I could put at number one where people don't yell at me? Where no one's going to yell at me that I have listened to and I can speak about in a bit of knowledge context. Oh, Jay-Z. Here's my number one. And then you turn in the list, because that's the first name that popped in their mind.
Right.
And because of the influence and the versatility and the survival. And that's what it is. He's not my number one. I'm be real. I listened to, it's like him with Eminem. I think him and Eminem in my mind. I've listened to a lot of Eminem individuals. Like individual songs. Like I know songs of Eminem. Like I know songs. I've never really listened to a full-on album of Eminem. Be rude. I'm like Mike. Same thing with Jay-Z. I've listened to his songs. I've listened to songs. I have never sat there and said, all right, I'm playing track 1. I'm listening to everything. Let me see it. And I'm like, no. 444? Maybe. I did that with them. I like that album from front to back. All the other albums, I've never like sat there and be like, let me listen to American Gangster from start to finish. I've listened to certain parts of American Gangster, but there's just moments where I'm like, yeah.
Well, let me ask you this question first. Have you heard Renegade?
I've heard about it.
You've never listened to Renegade?
No,
Jay-Z?
No.
After this, listen to Renegade and listen to how M just murdered Jay on his own track.
Okay, got you. I've heard about this
several times.
I've heard about this
several times. Jay-Z ain't even show up.
All right, I've heard about this.
I disagree with that.
I knew you would.
Hey, man, hey, didn't Jay-Z have, speaking of, like we talked about, in the industry, like the girl records. Didn't Jay-Z have one with that one fine chick? What's her name?
Foxy.
No, was it Foxy?
He said fine chick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Not like he had this one record.
Girls.
I think it was. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? There's Big Pimpin' with UGK. There's Run This Town, Empire State of Mind. With Rihanna and Kanye, and then there's Alicia Keys. You mail at me? What did I do? What I do? Why are you mad at me? A meal Ferris.
A meal.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
A meal.
Thank you. See?
Listen,
thank you.
Emil had the thickest eyebrows in the game.
Yes, she did.
Jesus. Even when she got them done, they still was like this thick.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Nike swooshes.
What was it? Grover?
I
Grover
saw
from the
it in
Muppets?
the chat, bro. I saw it in the chat. It said mail at Ferris. And I was like, why are you mailing stuff to me?
He meant a meal.
Yeah, it threw me off.
Hey, Mike, you want to chime in on it?
Man, over the God, man.
Yeah.
Over the GOAT. I look. He's my all-time favorite rapper. I just think as a spitter, look, there ain't too many that could do it better than him. It's not too many. It's not anybody I wouldn't put him in the same room with that could spit and not expect him to hold his own.
Can I get a
from just song creation to and let's not forget, like, Jay is following that blueprint of damn.
Big.
Nah, his name's slips. But man, this one over here throwing me off. But shit. The one that oh shit! Why can't I think of your name? He was just number like 4 on the list.
4
or 5.
He's talking about
Rakim.
Rakim.
Damn.
Yeah,
like you said, Jay.
He was number 3.
Like you said, Rakim is a lot of our favorite rappers' favorite rapper, and Jay is a lot of this era's favorite rapper. Favorite rapper's favorite rapper. So, Jay just a dog, man. Like I don't see how anybody can hate on him. Like he's another one. Speaking of Nas, that's 50, and I would put him up against any of these new cats.
Thanks.
50 mad underrated.
And no, I'm saying 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a good thing for the rap game or not. That you got 2 50-year-old dudes that could hold their own and still be amongst the top. But
actually 3 50-year-olds.
Yeah, longevity. I mean, he been there. Like Hov that dude, my favorite rapper for sure. Yeah. So I'm definitely okay with him being number 1.
So Scotty wants to know either Ether or Takeover.
Both. It's a tie.
Takeover.
It's a tie, Scotty.
No tie. Takeover by a mile.
Full disclosure, I've never listened to Takeover.
There was jabs.
Whoa, wait a minute. You never listened to Takeover?
Yeah, I've listened to
how,
either a lot.
How dare you first?
Saying, being honest.
How could you not listen to one of the most iconic classic albums of all time?
That was a record.
Listen.
I thought Takeover was a record.
I mean, the whole record was a diss to him. Damn the song. I've never heard Ether or any of the songs on it, so I really can't talk about that. So, but Takeover
Ether is the greatest album.
Okay, I don't give a goddamn what it is. I've never heard it.
I'm gonna say this: when Takeover came out, they thought Nas was finished, but then Nas came with Ether.
So let me ask you this question, Dre: When Jay came out with Blueprint 2, was it over then?
All that was around the same time. I think Jay-Z kept poking and sleeping bad.
Nah, your boy disappeared for a minute until they squashed it.
I think he woke him up.
Yeah. Thanks for backing me, Mike.
Mike. This ain't tag team. This don't tag him in.
Nah, I mean, I like both guys. Like I said,
after Blueprint 2, Nas went in witness protection for a minute. He was in hiding. They cleared out all the goons. Then he came back out, and him and Jay-Z up there holding the red and blue flag together in unity. Like, what is this?
No, if we want to keep, and I love Hov, but if we want to keep it funky, man, Nas dropped Ether. Hov got in his feelings. They're super ugly. Yeah. And he took an L on that. You know what I mean?
I never heard Ether, so I couldn't tell you.
Hov was focused. Yeah. He was focused, but man, Ether took him off his square. But equally, they were two powerful songs. You know what I mean? I think it was a tie at that point. And
but then what happened?
I was on beta. Jay made Super Ugly. So to me, that's what ended it all. You know what I mean? Not his career, but that battle.
I mean, he put his career on hold till they made up.
But back to what y'all was saying.
I like how you dance around subjects, bro.
Yeah, I should have been a politician.
Even Coach said Ether mid. I agree with you, Coach. Super mid. And I never heard it.
It ain't mid.
No, not at all.
It ain't mid.
And listen, I was hurt, right? I think at that point I was siding with Hov at that point. And when it came out, like I was just like, ugh.
Coach, we're gonna drop the mic, Coach. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
Yeah, I mean, bro, Takeover was sick. Like,
yes, it was.
A lot of people sleep on Takeover. Like, I think because a lot of people hopped on Ether, like, oh, this, that. The joint starting is the Jay-Z. You know how I start, like, yeah, and it's just the way he came off, like, but Takeover was
Coach. Coach is so disrespectful. Y'all talking about me.
That's just something else.
Coach is just mad disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's something else.
Well, y'all be okay. Good. All right, before we get out of here, man, y'all want to tell them where to reach y'all at first?
I'm at Ferris Mthon on Twitter. I'm sorry if I offended you with my rap opinions. I'm just giving out the knowledge that I learned over the years. If I gain more knowledge, opinions shall change, like they should be. I'm on the Let's Get Ready Network. I'm also on the Let's Get Ready Network, the highlights. I host a show called Good Friends, Better Rivals. It may end up having to move to Fridays because one of our co-hosts got a job. And not me, because I already have 3 jobs. I'm talking about the other guy. I don't need another job. Please, stop employing me.
Hey, Dre, you want to tell him about Griselda?
It
wasn't Jay.
No, it was M. It was M, Scotty. Yeah, Jay, they're assigned to his management.
So you mean to tell me the one white boy is putting all the black people on, no strings attached?
No strings attached.
Amazing. Remarkable.
For the record, M is hip hop. But I digress. What's up with you, Mike? You want to tell them where you at?
Yeah, man. Look, first appreciate y'all having me on. Two, man, you can find me at OTR_Mike on Twitter. I follow back as long as you ain't on that weird stuff. And also, I am the host of Open Mic, which yours truly. That is the show where the mic is open for any discussion, no matter what it is, who it is, or where it is. It's my job, man, to get a different side out of people, man, and give them the floor to discuss whatever and anything they want to. So if you haven't subscribed over there, go ahead and do that. That's Open Mic with OTR Mike. Had a live show today with Hendo. It was a dope topic. And I got some more stuff coming. So, yeah, follow me and check me out over there.
He says the mic's open to everybody.
Dudes just being they feeling for no reason.
The executive extraordinaire, Hendo. You want to let them know where you at?
Yes, you can find me at the newly renamed Rogue Pod. I changed the name up, shortened it up a little bit. You can find me there doing late night videos sometimes. You can find me doing Hanging with Hendo tomorrow night at 9 p.m. OTR Mike is going to be there tomorrow. Of course, Dre is going to be there. First, Muthana might stop by. We also have Coach Evans on. Also on Sundays, I do a live stream around 7 to 8 p.m. discussing the news of the week of the Baltimore Ravens. On Monday nights, you can find myself, OTR Mike, Jose, Brodney from Lunch Break Hot Take, Chris Just Joking, along with Coach Evans on Sip to Tally Films doing a Ravens Roundtable, 9 p.m. every Monday night. Then on Tuesday nights, you can find myself and Brodney with Suge Knight doing a Steel Conspiracy. Then every Friday afternoon at 6 p.m. you can catch me here with Dre and Lecture Relaxation. Now, I asked of you all, for myself and Mike, I'm not sure if Ferris is there yet. Check us out on the audio side. We also do audio podcasts. Make sure you slide through, listen to, give us a 5-star rating because it does help us out and it's going to help us grow and get our reach out there even more. Now, if you like these discussions, these talks, you want to be more part of it, you can sign up to my Patreon, patreon.com/ROUG. Hang out. Got dope conversations with people 24/7. You can get in the Discord. You can sign up for the fantasy football. You can get your ring like this. You know, when you win one league, you can get you a belt like this. When you win another, get your face on there, something. Sign up. If you got $5, make sure you slide through. It's worth it. It's a really good time. Also, we're in discussions of doing a content creator tier where we help new YouTubers build and grow their channels. So slide on through. All of this stuff will be in the description later on. So if you miss anything or you want to hit up any of these guys, make sure you subscribe. It will be in the descriptions. And, as always, I appreciate, Dre, you having me on to do all this work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're all on the audios, guys, man. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Republic, Pod Follow, you name it, we are there. Look up the Rogue Podcast, ROUG Podcast.
It's not Rouge today. It's not Rouge today.
Technically, it is Rouge. You
how
don't
we pronounce it.
It's no,
okay, so let me tell you. Listen to me here. Listen, I'm gonna tell you about my mother. I'm gonna tell you about my mother. Okay. My mother's name is Deborah. Okay.
Love Deborah.
My grandmother spells her name Debry. You tell me where the hell it says Deborah.
It's not how you spell Deborah. It's an H.
Exactly. People spell stuff the way they want to spell it first. Stop being a goddamn alphabet police.
Well, how about you spell it right next time? The O and the U make ooh, so it's rouge, like ooh. It's a ooh, O-U, ooh. When you say cookie, it's not kooky. You know what I mean? No one says kooky. Like, no, that's not it. It's cookie. It's Koki, it is kooky.
Get your stuff together. First, get your stuff together.
No. The O and the O.
Get control of your show.
They don't make O. They don't make O. It's not Koki. It's not Koki. It's kooky. Not Koki.
You confuse yourself first.
No, you confused yourself. I corrected myself. O-U. Ooh. O-U. Ooh. The O makes the O when the other vowel's on the other side of the consonant. How you spell rogue? Let me tell you how you spell rogue. R-O-U-G. No. R-O-G-U-E. See, the U is past the G. That's rogue. You put the U before the G. That's rouge. There it is.
Well, I want to say this, man. It's an honor and a pleasure to be on the show with you guys, man. Y'all make it look y'all make it look easy. I swear y'all do. Man, I applaud y'all. Thank you, Ferris. Thank you, Mike.
I'm going to destroy you.
And Hendo is truly the hardest.
I'll take well the threats, homie. All right. I'll see you in real life. All right. You'll see what you say to me when you see me face to face. With my eyes looking this way. You'll see.
Right? Yo, you stupid. Yeah, first I know what you're talking about. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Go ahead, Dre. Get control of this.
Oh, no doubt, man. I appreciate you all spending time on a Friday. St. Patrick's Day at that, man. Much love, man. I appreciate it. I just I'm on Patreon too. / Mr. Galloway. I'm on IG. I'm Baltimore to ATL. EP out now. Everywhere. You know, I'm on IG, I'm on YouTube. You know that. I'm everywhere and anywhere. Check me out. Until next time, God bless and good night.
We out.